What's up, Scorpio? This is going to be your love check-in for the next 2 weeks. This is for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out the channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, as I said. So hit that subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions, guys, in my sessions, just like I do here on these readings, and in all my content, I infuse manifesting mindset and the universal law of assumption. I actually look into your situation with your specific person or cycles that you have in your love life, and I help you actually change, shift, get your desires, manifest differently, or whatever it is you want in your love life. So if that is something that you are looking for, then you can book in with me. If you want a more traditional type of a reading, or you want fast answers, I have put links to my affiliates in the description box. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit 20. Check them out if you feel called to do so. And if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Scorpio, I'm going to do the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome. I say potential, marrying into what I said earlier, because on this channel, I infuse manifesting and mindset and universal law of assumption into everything, which means that my tarot readings on my channel are check-in points into a version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you have manifested, are manifesting, selecting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Everyone is you pushed out. Circumstances do not matter. Your desires are meant for you. You can have anyone or any version of a person you want. If you would like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Scorpio that you're being, and your dominant thoughts and assumptions pushed out, okay? Shifting. So if you would like to know more, you can check out my other content, and I also like to give you tips as I read. All right, Scorpio, the person on your mind, there's 10 of Swords, so some kind of pain, trying to get over some pain. Okay, and the Tower card's in the reverse. That could be a personal pain, a personal tower, guys. So I always say that about that Tower card in the reverse. That's like a little bit of an internal kind of a shock, like there's a crumbling going on for this person. And I do have the Page of Swords. This is observation energy. They're watching you, potentially gathering information. There's a sense of wanting to persist towards you. I mean, some of you, you've had an ending that's bad and this person's still observing you. Otherwise, this person could be dealing with pain outside of their connection, and that Tower card is usually, like, I would say it's almost, when it's in the reverse, is like a spiritual tower. Like there's a lot going on. This person is there's something unraveling for them spiritually or personally. They want to persist towards you. We've got 6 of Pentacles and there's 9 of Cups. Exactly. So for a lot of you, this could be something that's going on with this person, something that they're working through. A 7 of Wands could be persistence. There also could have been, to date, maybe some energy between the two of you that's defensive, because there's a wanting reciprocity, okay? 6 of Pentacles, that maybe there's been difficulty to get that balance. 9 of Cups, you're still joy and pleasure for this person, but there's some mixed feelings here. 7 of Cups, okay, maybe the mixed feelings are because things feel kind of complicated. If this person is going through Tower energy, you could also equally be going through some kind of upheaval or a lot going on, Scorpio. But we have 7 of Cups, we have the Empress card. So ultimately there is like this kind of mixed energy. There's a wanting to persist. There could be defensiveness, guys, if there's a lot going on outside of the connection. There could be some defensiveness about reciprocity. Is there equal give and take? The 7 of Cups can be, are there other cups around? So for some of you, that's been a suspicion, okay? Like there's a fear there. And that could also have caused, if you're in the camp where there's been a bit of a 10 of Swords, that's a feeling of betrayal. The thing is, though, that the cards here is not telling me that that's maybe founded, okay? Like that Tower card in the reverse that I saw, this could be like what's not working must go, so fears and insecurities. So it's possible that this person has some fears and insecurities, is going through some kind of a spiritual shock, has a defensive kind of an energy. Also, that 7 of Cups can be illusions, it can be fears. I mean, Empress card would be about, yeah, growth and expansion. Also, for some of you, there's some kind of a tower going on around a mother figure or something like that, okay? That's the Empress, or there's children in the mix here, so that causes I don't know, mixed feelings about this situation. Let me see about this Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it seems a little stuck, Scorpio. I want to see what this Seven of... Yeah, see, I was going to say it's stuck and there's a Ten of Swords. There's a Seven of Wands and a Ten of Swords here. I've got the Devil card as well. There's some toxic thing, right, that this person's going through around like a feeling of betrayal or defensiveness between the two of you, and potentially that's also a pattern. Because I'm really not getting necessarily, Scorpio, and I channel a lot outside of the cards, so it's like I'm not really getting that there's necessarily like betrayal energy that's founded between the two of you. The blindfold, you know, is like, it's not clear. It could be that there's been indecision, and there's an assumption here that this is not really reciprocal, and Nine of Cups is fun and pleasure and joy. It's possible that like it's a question of, is this developing into something more? Or is this just fun and pleasure and other people? And then there also can just be a lot of outside like factors going on, because the Six of Pentacles is like support, and either you or this person or both of you feel like not really supported by the other one. The Devil card is a lot of fear. Okay, it's also codependency. So there's this kind of needing the validation. And it can get kind of toxic. So some of you have had that. I mean, but the Two of Cups is in the reverse. So this is really, you know, above the Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands, which would be about validation. They want victory with you, Scorpio. On the other hand, I've got that Knight of Swords in the reverse. This could go a bit stop-start or erratic, at least in the recent perceived past. Now, guys, this is still your selection, and you can alter any behaviors. You're not even changing them. You can shift. I promise you it works. I'm going to get to your side of the street, okay? But if they're showing up in a way and you're like, they're so insecure or they're so erratic or they're so this, if you want it, we absolutely can get a different version by shifting you and your assumptions and your thoughts projected outwards. But basically there's some kind of a fear. One, some of you, there's issues to really developing this into a proper relationship, or if you are in some kind of a relationship, this is like a massive trigger point or a fear of not being, it's not reciprocal. That might be illusion, guys, or fears, and it might be mutual, okay? Either way, Scorpio, it stemmed from you. Sorry, guys, for anyone that's new, that's only used to tarot, but this is transformational, okay? So it's like there's happiness, but the happiness is dulled here with the Sun card, okay? There's been erraticness. Some of you had a very harsh cutting off in the recent perceived past, guys, because things can shift in a moment, but this has been the dynamic, or this is the dynamic that you're experiencing at the moment. The Devil card can be like this fear. It also can be illusions and belief of temptation. So there can be like this kind of, there could have been some kind of a row, or maybe there's been rows between the two of you around like, are there other energies? Or there's erratic kind of communication because there is a trigger point around not being chosen and prioritized and not being supported. Maybe there's been Devil card and Nine of Cups is, you know, overindulgence sometimes. Maybe you had a fight over drinks, or maybe things get heated, okay? Don't take anything that's not your story, guys. I'm just pointing it out. Now, if this is your reading or whatever, guys, and even if it is, we're changing it, but like I have put a link to a free document in the description box of the video. If you want to start taking back your power, being the operant power of your reality, if you're experiencing hot and cold dynamics or anything unpreferable with your person, I've attached a link to a free document for you guys to get you going on how you can take back your power and actually start manifesting what you prefer, and also step into your highest self concept, because you're always in control. So let's look at you, Scorpio, King of Wands. You're attracted to them. There's that Knight of Swords in the reverse, Scorpio. Things go erratic. It might be the way you communicate with one another, negative assumptions, lots of fears here and defensiveness on this side. Two of Swords, and guys, I was literally about to say, and it's stuck, the Two of Swords, and there's the Two of Swords. You also feel like it's stuck. You also feel indecisive. Page of Cups though. Some of you, there's a child in the mix or children. Maybe there's a wife or a mother figure in the mix. I wasn't really picking up that there, you know, the Seven of Cups, I don't think that there's like a marriage or anything, but I think that there might be responsibility financial responsibilities, all sorts of things, and then shit goes sideways maybe between the two of you. I mean, you've got Page of Pentacles, Scorpio, there's the Page of Swords. You either feel like this person's observing you, or there's mutual observation, because I saw that Page of Swords before, like maybe, you know, even when you get erratic, you're still watching each other online. This is communication though, maybe you want to communicate, and there's the Hierophant card. That's about marriage and traditional values. So, you know, it's possible that this is either leading to that, or, you know, there's questions like it could potentially, and that's what you want, but things just erupt because of defensive energy. Scorpio, you can change their behavior, seriously, because they are you pushed out. Sorry to anyone that's not going to agree with me, but you need to be version of Scorpio. 1, you have to know that you're the God power and that you get to decide everything and that you are the selector of your reality. 1. 2, then you need to say, we have the most amazing communication. We're so safe and secure with one another. If you're questioning whether or not they're going to commit to you, because maybe you're mutually a little bit like this, defensive or whatever. If there's a story that you don't get what you want, or that people don't commit or whatever, no, they're totally committed to me. They're all about me. And, you know, they show up as their best self. We have such a healthy, beautiful relationship, whatever it is. Okay, yeah, King of Wands is in the reverse, Scorpio, and then you've got the Star card in the reverse. You're feeling like lack of hope or vitality. And the King of Wands in the reverse. Look, King of Wands in the reverse can be kind of like, is this all fun and play and games and passion? I mean, on one hand, you want commitment, you want something traditional. On the other hand, you're not sure, you're lacking hope that this can develop that way. I mean, Scorpio, it's coming down to you. You can have anything you want. I mean, let's look why we have a Hierophant card. 10 of Swords. And then the Fool card's in the reverse. There's something here about feeling like really committing to the situation. It feels like a risk because there's pain. You both might have old shit and old pain, and it's like ping-ponging back and forth. There's a dynamic. There's a betrayal story, okay? And then that plays out with the way in which you communicate with one another, fears and all that. Now, Scorpio, you don't even need to be concerned about this person's story. It takes you to be secure and say, no, they are perfect, we have a perfect relationship. But if you have a self-concept issue where you feel people betray you, because the Fool card can be like things are risky, you feel like it's a risk, or there's been a feeling of unreadiness. Also, if you feel like this person has said to you before, I don't know if I'm ready, or reacted in some kind of a way where you feel like they're not fully choosing the connection, you've also manifested that, but it's a moment, it's a projection from one state, one identity, okay? And your thoughts and your fears or your assumptions pushed out. So if you want this, all you need to do is know, no, we're together, go to the end, or no, they're absolutely ready for a relationship and we have a perfect relationship, okay? But you both have 10 of Swords. There's a lot of pain here, and the 4 of Swords is in the reverse, and you've been processing that pain, and you kind of, there might be periods where it pauses, it's on a pause maybe. They want the victory with you over here and the recognition, but partly there's like stop, start, and harshness and defensiveness. So you can get rid of that. I mean, we have the 6 of Swords is in the reverse. It's like also there could be travel involved here and periods of like pause and stuff. Maybe there's negative assumptions because of that. I don't know. The Fool card's also about distance or travel. Maybe it's like there's a fear of taking that leap because there's challenges in that department. Look, Scorpio, 6 of Swords in the reverse. It's like you're not willing to completely move away from this, but maybe you don't like this version of the connection the way it's been. So I don't take away power of choice. I'm not that reader. If you want to have it, Page of Pentacles, you want to gesture. Maybe you're waiting for them to come in and apologize if you had some kind of erratic behavior. You can also manifest that, guys, but I would say if you don't want to go around in loops and cycles and keep reselecting like dynamics that aren't the ideal, you need to hold this person dominantly in the assumption of being the ideal, and you need to be version of Scorpio because you need to be on the pedestal, and because you are the God of your reality. Even what you've selected here, you are, okay, not blame and shame, but it just is. Then you need to put yourself up there, and then you need to be like, they're so loving, they're reaching out to me, or we talk all day, we have the best communication, we have the best relationship, whatever it is, okay? There's part of you that's fearing this, and some kind of a dynamic has developed between the two of you. You both want to get past the pain, Ten of Swords, okay? And they do want victory with you. They're doubting it a little bit, and the Two of Cups, they feel like you're a soul connection. There's confusion and mixed feelings. Is this a relationship? Is this just fun? So they could be mirroring you as well. Everyone's mirroring you, to be honest, guys. You're not separate from anyone. Through consciousness, they are your mirror always. They're going to mirror consciously or unconsciously what you're holding inside, okay? But here you seem to be lacking hope or vitality. Some of you are exhausted. Star card in the reverse, because maybe there's been a bit of this kind of dynamic, but then you kind of don't want to move away from it completely. So make a decision, Scorpio, go to the end. There's infinite versions of everyone, because there's infinite identity states of you and infinite reflections. So check out the link in my description box if you want to get off this roller coaster or cycle or break these loops, okay, and step into your higher self concept, as I said, and shift any dynamic. Okay, we have coffee cup. This is what this person wants. Six of Wands, coffee cup, meeting and talking. Okay, savoring the moment, grounding, stability and security, growth and endurance, love, picture, missing you. And this says, stop the pattern, silent treatment. Guys, see, not all the cards are like this. I said to you that this is not about cheating, or this is like a lot of unfounded fears in a pattern, okay, where there's erratic behavior, there's like either miscommunication or negative assumptions or jealousy or overreaction because of mixed signals, mixed messages, and I think old baggage and pain that's being projected, okay? The grounding thing also has got to do with feeling supported. Now, there could be financial issues here, because this is like, I see this card almost like the Pentacles, you know, grounding, and something about maybe like not knowing. This person might be like, well, where does this all stand, you know? And you might feel the same. So you get to decide, but there's a pattern here. Silent treatment, stop the pattern, separation. We've got teddy bear, interested in you, wanting to date, blooming romance. So it's more being like that. And the question is, and there is love, it says, okay? But it also says self-love and wholeness. There's a challenge to self-love. And then we have Phoenix, renew and growth, changed mind, new phase and rekindle. As I told you, they want your attention. They want success with you. They do love you, okay? This is growth, the Empress card, growth and endurance. And then we have passion, okay? Insane chemistry, but then we also have karmic relationship, guys. I'm not classifying this as a karmic relationship, but this says resentments and triggers. Now, triggers, you only have to worry about your triggers. That's it, because it's your story and they will shift. Doesn't matter how it's been to date, okay, guys? Like literally in a moment. All that matters is now. Change it now. No, they're like this. No, we have a perfect relationship. I've already explained that. Sorry to keep repeating myself, but in essence, everything comes back to what I say. No one to change but self. So if you want only the loving, passionate, by the way, there might be a lot of passion with the Devil card. This is intense, right? But there's also this codependency, and then there's this, you know, resentments and triggers, I think, and whatever. So they're looking at pictures, they're missing you, they want a new phase. So focus on the parts you like, take out your awareness of anything you don't like, because you're manifesting from awareness, okay? Even if it's fucking delusional, you just choose to focus on the unseen, what you prefer, which is already in existence, and it must materialize and dominantly hold this person as the version that you prefer. They will come in, they're gonna even say and do and behave the way that you want. There's a version, okay, that thinks and feels and behaves that way, okay? Otherwise you go round and round on this roller coaster, you know, according to some perceived past dynamic, okay, guys? All right, Scorpio, I really hope that that made sense in essence, or resonated for some of you, doesn't have to. And I intend that it even helped some of you. And so you can let me know in the comments if it did. And I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.